Alright, we've looked at the story, You Be You. We've talked about the things that make each of us special. We've talked about street art and how that's the kind of art that's found out where everyone can see. Our street art is going to go in the hallways. Today, we're going to make some very special fish. Most of the fish in the story weren't perfectly round, so I think we'll be able to draw these fish very easily. You're going to need at least one beautiful fish. Start with a simple shape that's kind of round. It doesn't need to be perfect. It doesn't need to be a perfect circle. We'll just start with a big, round, simple shape. Once your shape is drawn, we're going to have to give this fish an eye. We're going to do this by picking which end is the front. I think for my fish, this is going to be her front, because this fish is going to represent me. For an eye, we're going to draw one circle. Inside of that, we're going to draw another circle. Inside of that, we're going to draw another circle. The smallest circle is going to be black. That's the pupil of your eye, the black part. This next circle is going to be colorful, because that's where the colored part of your eye is. We're going to need a mouth for this fish. And mouths on fish are pretty weird. If you've never looked at a fish up close, the next time you're at Walmart or a pet store or anywhere that has fish, I want you to look at fish's mouths because they're pretty weird. We're going to make a weird mouth for our fish too. We're going to start with a sort of smile. But most fish have lips. We're going to round off the corner and connect it back, but that's just one lip. We need a bottom one too. So we'll round it off down here and bring it back. That looks like some pretty good fish lips to me. We're going to need some lines for the gills. Gills are how fish breathe. We're going to make our gills by doing a curved line right where his face is about to end. And then another curved line right in beside. This will be our fish's gills. Most fish have fins, things that help them swim. Fins can be pretty tough, but they can be pretty easy too. We're going to think triangle, but we're not going to draw triangle. What we will do is draw this side and this side of the triangle. But we're going to leave off this point and then that line. We're going to leave those pieces off. So we're thinking triangle, but we're drawing this line going up and this line going down. Once you have it this far, think about how you want your fin to look. Do you want it to be nice and wavy? Do you want it to be zigzagged? Do you want it to just be straight? Think about how you want your fin to be and put a wavy, straight, or zigzagged line connecting this and this on your fish now. I think I'm going to go wavy. That looks pretty good. My fish is a girl. One thing that'll help her look more like a girl, giving her some eyelashes. Now the rest of these fish, all that's left, we could add a fin on the back if we wanted to. But this fish, to make it very, very special, this fish is going to need some great patterns. Now remember, the way we make patterns, we pick a simple line or a simple shape, and we make it over and over and over and over, because when we have a shape that happens again and again and again and again, it becomes a pattern. You can choose whatever shapes you want for your fish. You can put your shapes wherever you want. But remember that good P word, pattern. Our fish are going to be special because each one of them is going to have its own very special pattern. Patterns can be straight lines, they can be zigzags, they can be wavy lines. I think I might get some more straight lines on mine. I guess that's not really straight, that's kind of more of a curve, but that's okay. Let's see, adding shapes to my fish. Adding shapes to my fish. Oh, I know of a good shape. Curved line, connected at a point. Curved line, connect it with a point. Curved line, connect it with a point. Well, that's looking kind of nice right there. Maybe I'll have a zigzag line now. And maybe some circles. Some polka dots. Our fin. We can put little bones in our fin so it'll work a little bit better. We can give ourselves a big pretty tail fin if we want by drawing a line up, drawing one down, and connecting the two. I think I'm going to stick with this wavy kind of line. That looks pretty good. I'll add a pattern inside of my fin so it's not quite so boring. I'll maybe even give my little fish a smile. And that's it. There's your fish. If you want to have a fish with an open mouth, you can do that. You would still start with a smile kind of a shape. You would give your fish its top lip, but then instead of connecting this bottom lip right up underneath, you're going to make another smile underneath, and then a bottom lip. So we could have open mouth or closed mouth on our fish. We could have fins with wavy lines, or we could have fins with zigzag lines. We could have a fin with a straight line. There's really completely up to you. We can make these fish look like anything, but we will make them look super special for sure. I think my fish needs an eyelid. So I'm going to draw an eyelid on her. I think my fish is about done, but I need some really good color. We're going to be using markers today. As you use markers, if you have a large area to color in, a lot of times it takes less time if you use the side of your marker to color. See how nice and big that line is? Than using the tip. If you use the tip, you have teeny tiny lines, and that takes a long time to color with. If we use our marker on the side, we will be able to cover more area in less time. If you use your marker on the side, be careful whenever you get close to little shapes. If you're doing little things, use the little end. If you're doing big things, use the big side. Make sense? I hope so. I'm going to leave you guys to it and let you begin working on your fish. Once your fish is done, we're going to cut them out, put our name on the back, and turn them in to Miss Lawson. She will have a special place for your fish to go, and she's going to tell you about it right now.